Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's kind of dark at my house right now, so I'm having to like do some weird overhead lighting. I apologize. All right, good morning. Yay, Team Flourish. Okay, I am Kara Lewis-Newton. I'm an exclusive Black status presenter with Unique. If you want to know more about me, more about my team, more about my business, you can contact me. All my info is on my bio. You can follow me on Facebook. If you want to share this, you can swipe to the right or up and down. I have a feeling this will probably be the most viewed one, just because this is the area that I get asked the most about. And so I am going to try and take everything that is up here, swirling around, making no sense at all when it comes out, and try and make sense of it. So, okay, let's get started. So this is the Everything in Between series. I went from white status, which is our starting out status in our company, to black status in 17 months. No, 15 months. I just realized today I've been with the company 17 months. I've been saying longer and it hasn't been. It's been 17 months. I hit black status 15 months into my journey with Unique. And I want to talk about everything from white status to black status, everything in between that I feel like worked in helping me get to the top of the company. So I would say the number one thing, are you the only one that can't hear me? Just making sure. If you can hear me, can you give me some hearts? Just so. Okay, perfect. Maybe click out and click back in. Okay. So I would say that the number one thing that has helped me in my business reach the top of the company is my own personal sales. I have always, since I started, had really good personal sales each month. My team knows that I will always focus on my personal sales as well as help them along. I had some advice very early on in Unique, which was, once you get to about orange status, you'll stop focusing so much on your personal sales and you'll begin focusing on your team more. Something didn't sit well with me with that. Not that it was bad advice. I just felt like that doesn't seem like the best business advice for me personally, so I'm not going to take it. Okay? And that's not what I did. So from white status to black status, I've always focused on my personal sales. That does not mean that I don't give time to my team. That doesn't mean that I don't train them. It doesn't mean that I don't work with them. But I've always just had the philosophy, do it first and then tell them how you did it. Okay? And so that is what has worked for me. And we're going to talk about this more when I talk about sponsoring. But because my focus has always been the customer, because my focus has always been sales, the other things have always kind of come under that. Okay, so even leadership has kind of in some ways come under that for me. Because my team is a team that focuses on sales. I have a very strange black status team. We are not a deep team. We are a kind of a shallow team that sells a whole heck of a lot of product. My philosophy is that if you sell the product, you will grow your team. And that is what we, our team Flourish, that's what we do, which is why I was able to hit black status with only a first generation. And if you're with Unique, you understand what that means. So I hit black status with no second and no third generation. That's because my team focuses on sales. So take it or leave it. If you wanna take my advice today, great. If not, there are plenty of other leaders with amazing wisdom to give you that do it a totally different way than me. So here we go. Parties. So many of you know, many of you have heard me be referred to as the queen of online parties. It's not necessarily the crown I always thought that I'd wear, but hey, whatever, I am the party queen. That is a title I was hoping to get away from after high school. I've worked really hard at not being that girl anymore, but somehow that is just a title that just keeps coming back to me in some shape or form. So in 17 months, I have done 416 online parties, which puts me at an average of around 25 online parties a month. Okay? So am I an expert? I don't know, but I've done a lot of them. So I've learned a whole heck of a lot because I have done some really stupid things and some really great things. So I'm going to share that with you. My personal PRS in 17 months is $128,245.72. I'm hoping to hit that 150 mark in the next couple of months. But the reason I tell you that is because my sales are all online. Every single one of them. Every single one of them are from people that I have personally connected with in a party, okay? Or have come and been a customer in a party and moved over into my customer base group and bought from me there, okay? So just to give you some kind of, I like to know those things, and some people do. So I like to throw those numbers out just so that you can kind of start processing that. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is get rid of the idea of the concept of party, okay? That is a direct sales term that we use for how we present our products. The problem is the word party brings up some things in our head. And I'm going to use the word party because we know what that means as women in direct sales, men in direct sales. But know that the word party is not what I like to convey to my hostesses or potential hostesses or my customers, okay? Here's why. So the word party, really, it's a social gathering, okay? And so when we think of party and when we think of hosting a party, we think about people having conversations. We think about that awkward interaction of meeting for the first time. Are they gonna like me? Are they gonna click? Are these people, or is it just gonna be silent? Sorry that I had a phone call and I didn't know that that would happen during my Periscope. The hostess is preparing and sweating and slaving and getting ready for all the guests, right? Okay, so that's the idea of party without a whole lot of benefit to herself. Social anxiety, I get it. When I'm invited to a party, I have total social anxiety. I've told you I sweat and get so nervous when I have to be in front of like 10 people. Give me 10,000, but 10 people makes me want to break out into hives, okay? Will anyone come? I've invited all these people to my house for dinner. Will anyone come? Can you all, are you frozen? Are you there? Give me hearts if you can hear me. Okay, it came back. Are you good? All right, are we good? This is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Somebody called me and I didn't know that that would happen during Periscope, so I apologize. And it was a spammer. Okay, so we'll go back to what the word party in our society means, okay? It's like a social gathering, okay? Conversation, interaction, talking. It's the hostess giving and preparing. Am I still here? Are we good? Let me see some comments. You good? Good, good, good. Okay, all right. This is ridiculous. Okay, see, I'm way better with online parties. Okay. So host is preparing, no benefit to her. Social anxiety. I told you, I stress out when we get invited to somebody's house for dinner and there's going to be a bunch of couples there because that environment to me is like social anxiety, like pressure. What are we going to talk about? Will people have fun? Will they enjoy it? Will they think I'm stupid? Okay. This is all what we as a society think of when we think of the word party and going to someone's house for a party. Okay. So I want you to start not using the word party, not thinking of this online platform that I use to sell the product in groups, okay, as a party. All right. Because that word creates things in us that really doesn't reflect what it is that we're doing. Okay. All right, so we're going to present our party in a way that deals with these questions, with these feelings that come up in people when you say party, okay? What you're going to be doing rather than having a party is you're going to give an experience, all right? And the way to do that first is by starting to view your party as the #1 product. Do I need to like click out and come back in? Is that what needs to happen? Okay. Okay. All right. So if you're having problems, stop commenting, okay? Because it's stressing me out, right? Just click out and come back in. All right. All right. So you're going to present your party in a way that deals with these problems. The #1 way to do that is to start viewing your party as an experience, okay? And your party is your #1 product. I have always viewed my party as the #1 product, okay? That is the one that I want people to buy into. That is what I want people to purchase from me, okay? That is my product. That's what I pour my heart and soul into. So you want to make it count. How do you make your party an experience? Well, you have to have a script, ladies. If you don't have a script, you are not having successful online parties. An organized party is a qualified party, okay? It has to be organized. You have to have a script. You have to have it written out. You have to have your videos ready to go. You cannot be laying in your bed at night scrolling through your phone saying, what picture am I going to post? People will not give you their time if you have not put your time into it, okay? That's just the bottom line, all right? In my parties, I have a video every day. So I have at least 10 videos. Sometimes I have more than one video. I have absolutely no graphics. You know that that is a huge rule of mine. There are absolutely no graphics, okay? They are all pictures of me or people that I can give a name for, okay? So it's very personal. In my posts generally are no more than 5 sentences. If you have to click the see more button, okay, most people won't do that. So if you can, keep your posts to no more than 5 sentences. If it needs to be more, then make a video out of it. Your videos in your parties cannot be more than 3 minutes. Okay. Now in my customer base group, I fudge that a little bit, but in your parties, they need to be 3 minutes or less. Okay. All right, so the actual party or the event or the experience that I'm giving, I do mine in groups. I know this is a hot topic in our company on what is the right way of doing it. There is no right way. There is a way that you feel most comfortable doing. There is a way that you have the most success with, okay? So I would say if someone is telling you to do groups and they are not having success with groups, it may not be the group, it may be the way that they're doing it, okay? Same for events. If they're doing events and they're not having great success with events, it may be the way that they're doing it, okay? So I do groups, and I wanna give you the reasoning why I do groups just real quickly. So I tell my hostess to invite her friends to the group I created, to the platform that we have, okay? That's on her, that's not on me, all right? I'm stepping out of that. She can invite as many or as little people as she wants. Right now, I'm running a party with over 400 people in it. I also have one going with 12, okay? I'll take whatever she can get me. I trust her. I trust that she knows her friends, and I'm gonna let her decide how many people she wants to invite to that group, okay? Not my decision, all right? Now, why do I feel like a group works better for what I'm doing than an event? Well, one, in an event, I feel like you will always get the obligatory guests, mom, aunt, maybe your neighbor, your best friend. They say yes because they feel obligated, okay? Which then will in turn possibly getting some sales, but they will be obligatory sales. A lip gloss, a mascara, okay? And you've missed out on a whole group of people that really don't feel obligated to you in any way, shape, or form, and so they don't join the event, okay? Now, in a group, okay, and this is why mine work, right? In a group, I'm banking on my ability to win them over before they decide to leave the group. Now, will there be some people that just leave absolutely immediately as soon as they're added? Sure, absolutely, there will be. Fine, great, do that. But I am banking on my ability to win them over, okay? I am assuming that my welcome video is gonna get them, okay? And they're gonna click on it and say, that's interesting. I've never seen it done like that before. Well, she's excited about this, okay? And now they're in the group because they've clicked on my welcome video, which means they're gonna see my post because that's the very first post that I always post because I am banking on the fact that a quarter of them will click on it. And for the most part, the people that clicked on it may not have been people that would have RSVP'd to an event, but now I've hooked them. Now I've gotten them in, okay? So you know, most of my sales and parties, they come from people that the hostess did not expect to buy, okay? Some of them didn't even know they had been added to the group. They just started seeing my crazy videos in their posts, okay? And they had no intention of buying this product. None. They'd seen it before, they'd heard about it, no intention of buying it. But once they started seeing my videos, once I pulled them in, they bought. These are not people that would have RSVP'd to an event, and these are people that buy more than a lip gloss, okay? Because they're not there out of obligation, all right? They're there because they got hooked in and interested by what I was doing, okay? So it's a totally different way of looking at groups, but I will tell you, they have worked for me because of this mentality. Now, here's the thing. You have to remember, this is not a party in the sense of the way we think of a social party. This is an experience, okay? And I created this word not too long ago, but it's called anonymous engagement. And this is the philosophy I run my parties by. I want the people in that party to be anonymously engaged with me, because as an American culture, okay, and I can't necessarily speak to the other countries that we sell in, but I know as an American culture, we do not like to feel like there is pressure on us in any way to interact, okay? Think about it. We have fences in our backyards. We come home from work. We put the garage door down. We like our privacy. We don't like to feel infringed upon, good or bad. This is how we are in our culture, okay? We don't like to walk into a store. We don't like to walk into Gap, okay? Or the worst one for me is the Buckle. Walk in there and they're like on you. As soon as you pick something up, okay? As soon as you pick something up, they're on you, asking you what you want, okay? So what I have done in my parties is I require no interaction, none, okay? That means I don't ask questions. I don't play games. I don't do anything that requires them to comment, okay? Because I have not built the trust up with that. Because you know what they're thinking? Because unfortunately, this is what we have done in direct sales, is we've created the idea that if I interact with you even a little bit, you are gonna be a piranha on me. Okay, so if I, even in the beginning, just ask a post, how do you know the hostess? 1, you'll get some comments. 2, the hostess is going to be a little embarrassed because you've only gotten some comments. Okay, you may get none, which is very awkward, right? Okay, the thing is, the reason people are not commenting is because they think this chick has an agenda, and you do. Okay, this chick has an agenda. She wants me to comment, so I'll say something, and then she's gonna message me and talk to me about her products. Okay, so you have not gained any trust with these people to require them to engage with you in any way. So what I want is I want to create an experience where they can anonymously engage with me. They can click on my videos and connect with me and engage with me, and I never know it. Okay, I never know it, but they're connecting with me the whole time and I have no idea. Okay, so when you don't have interaction in your parties, okay, remember this: anonymous engagement. We don't want the interaction because they feel the pressure when we require them to interact. So don't pay attention to that seen by post. That only means that that person clicked on what you have and clicked into the party. It doesn't mean that they didn't see it run through their feed, okay? So that very first post that I posted in my party, my welcome video, my seen by number is huge. What I know is those people are gonna see at least half of my posts in their Facebook feed, okay? But they may not click back into the party again, all right? They're anonymously engaging with me, all right? So stop looking at the seen by numbers. Oh my word, when my presenters first signed up, they're like, nobody's looking at it. Don't look at it. I have had people join my team. I have had people host parties and buy the product that I never saw show up in my seen by numbers, okay? All right. So the purpose of your party is to entertain them. It's to make them feel interested. It's to make them laugh. It's to inform them. It's to teach them. It is not to get them to engage. That's not the purpose of your party, okay? The party, and we're going to talk about this when I talk about my customer-based group, the different levels of engagement based on how much trust you have with them. So in a party, you have the lowest level of engagement because you have the lowest level of trust, okay? So you cannot require this kind of engagement when you have this level of trust. Okay, you got to bring your engagement back down to where the trust is. Once you begin to build this level of trust, which is in your customer-based groups, you can then start to require some engagement. Okay, but parties are here, like here. Okay, stop trying to engage them. All right, let's see. So your party needs to be high energy. You need to have passion for the product. Okay, passion for what you're doing. They will see that. If they've enjoyed the experience. Okay, if they may not have even bought the product, but they enjoyed the experience so much that they want to then have this experience with their friends. Okay, so you have to create an experience that someone enjoyed so much that they're willing to say, yup, I trust you. I trust that you're not going to embarrass me. I trust that you're not going to harass my friends. I trust this experience that I just had so much that I'm willing to invite you into the lives of my friends. Okay? Okay. So that is a very condensed version of my online party philosophy. So what are some questions? And I know that I'm not going to be able to answer all of them, but I'm going to try really hard. Oh, before you start answering questions, let me just tell you this too. I went through my parties, and of the 416, I can tell you this. Half of them did not qualify, okay? Of the ones that did not qualify, 70 of them had 0 sales, okay? So half of my parties did not qualify, still sold something, okay? But of the ones that didn't qualify, 70 had 0 sales. Now, how does a girl get over $128,000 in sales in 17 months with half of her parties not qualifying? Well, they all sold something, okay? The ones that did qualify did well. And the ones in all of them, I got customers, I got leads, I expanded my network. They came back into my customer base group, and I had 2 $4,000 parties last year. That's how I got my PRS up so high. So your goal with a party is not the sale. Your goal with a party is to expand your network. The sales are just icing on the cake, okay? So when your party doesn't qualify, it's not a failure. All right? When your party has 0 sales, it's not a failure. You just expanded your network to however many people she invited to that party, okay? And that has always been how I don't get discouraged when I don't have parties that don't sell. I think I just presented myself to 80 new people, okay? So that's how you have to think about that rather than getting so discouraged. It will come. Those sales will come eventually, okay? All right, I'm ready for your questions. My script is in my phone in my notes. I just copy and paste from my notes. When the party is over, that's done. I don't go back into it. It's just over. I post 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. No, I do not personal message someone that shows interest. If they comment, I just comment right back on the comment thread. I don't love it. Here, I'll tell you this. I don't love it when I see someone ask a question and then the seller goes, I'm going to personal message you. I feel like what that says to the other people is, oh, she's putting the sales pitch on her in the personal message, okay? That's just personally how I feel when I see that. So if they have a question, I answer that question right there in the comments, okay? Now, if they want to, if it's in a more in-depth thing, I will say, hey, would you like to do this through personal message so that I can see your picture and things like that? But I never say, I'm going to personal message you. No way. I answer it right there because I want everyone to know how I go about dealing with a customer. All right, you need to go watch my hostess, how to get a hostess Periscope. All right. Nope, I don't post back in the parties that have ended. Nope, I never do that. Sorry, there's like so many questions. Do you make a new one? No, I have the exact same script for every, you have to remember this, people. I have 25 parties a month, okay? Plus I have a team, right? Plus I do these trainings. Heck no, I don't create something new, all right? I'm using the exact same script for every party. That's what they loved. That's what they want recreated, okay? So that's what I'm doing. Now, when we get new products, I'll create a new script. So about every 6 months, I make a new script. Sorry, we don't need boobs on the scope. Occasionally I will send a PM to guests who have commented or said something and they have not bought anything, and I'll just say, hey, like around the 8th or 9th day, hey, I know that you kind of expressed some interest. I hope I at least entertained you. I just want to let you know the party's ending in 2 days and didn't want you to miss out. So I will do that if someone has commented or expressed interest in some way towards the end of the party. The series in a customer-based group. It's a series and it's a party opened in my name. In the welcome video, nope, no names. All right. My eyes, do I play games? Can somebody answer if I play games in a party? If they say they want to buy and they don't by the end of the party, I'll send them a message, or I'll have the hostess send her a message. Go watch the whole rest of this scope and find out why I don't play games. All right. Do I have a hostess coaching script? I have a video that I send her in the beginning just thanking her and give her ideas to make her party successful. Is my party, there's probably a few changes, but it's right now about the same. All right. Okay. I just answered that. If they say they want to buy, if they've said that, then I will message them, or I'll have the hostess message them before the party's over, just to remind them. All right. Sometimes I do too. It just depends on what parties, how you create your party script. Your party script is you. It is a reflection of you. It is a reflection of your personality. And so do it how you want. Be proud of it. I think that is the biggest thing, is being proud of what you're presenting. And I will regularly go through my party, and there are certain things I'm like, I don't love that, and I'll change it because I don't feel proud of it. In my videos, they're application videos. That the hostess, I tell her if she wants, she can. It's totally up to her. I leave that up to her. If someone was inviting you to a party at their house, you would not tell them how to go about inviting people. Okay. So I tell her, this is how you add people to the group. And these are ways that you can, you know, create some more engagement, but that's totally up to you. You know your friends better than me. We'll do it however you want. Okay. My welcome video is on YouTube. My welcome video, all my videos are on YouTube. Do I get spammed? You know what's funny? The spammers come out like, there'll be a week where they are trying to get into all my groups and then they're gone. Like I haven't had spammers in forever. I do not give hostess gifts. Nope. The only time I give a hostess a gift is if 3 of her friends agree to host a party with me. Any other questions? No, not every, I only do one, I do 3 posts a day, and usually 1 post is a video. The others are pictures of me or of somebody that I can give a name to. Yeah. You're welcome. I hope this has been helpful. I hesitate to tell you what I post on and what products, because then you are doing me, and you can't be me just like I can't be you. So what I would do is go through the products. Which ones do you love the most? Which ones look the best on you? And create your script from that. I don't talk about one product for too many days. No. Any other questions? Good, I'm glad this has been helpful. Yes, you can apply a product in 3 minutes. If you are doing the mascara, only do one eye. You can do your lips in 3 minutes. You can do your foundation in 3 minutes. I promise you, you can do it. If you can't, use that speed up option on the videos. All right. The products you have in your presenter's kit are more than enough to do a party with. More than enough. You have plenty of product in there to do a party with. Sherry Brown's mascara parties. Sherry Brown is a genius, okay, and I love her. She is a personal friend of mine. We just chatted on the phone not too long ago, and I have great respect for her. Sherry Brown was, her success came at a time when the mascara was our bread and butter. That was what we had, and that is what I modeled my parties after when I first started, was the mascara party, and I posted 7 days on the mascara. I think we have products that are getting out there more and people are hearing more about, and so I have scaled my mascara posts way back to like 2 days. Yeah. And that I have noticed has really helped and been successful for me. Now, do I still sell the mascara? Absolutely. Every party I sell a mascara. But I think that by showcasing some of the other products and my ridiculous videos with the other products, I've definitely seen an increase in my average sale. So, any other questions? Good party names. I'm going to let you. Some of you have figured out what mine are because you're constantly trying to get into my parties. So I'm not going to tell you. what mine are called, but please don't try to get into my parties, please. It's disrespectful to my hostesses. I just hate that when I have to explain to them that, you know, that I've become well known in the company and that people try to get my parties. So if you can if you can please not request to be into my parties, that would help me out so much. If you can please do the same for my team page. Obviously, if you're not on my team, you cannot be on my team page. Or my customer base group. You're not my customer, you're a presenter, and I don't allow that in my customer base group. So please stop doing that. That would help me out so much. And if you would mind following me on Facebook rather than friend requesting me, I would love that too. I love you ladies, and I want to help all that I can, but there are some things about my business I just have to protect, and those are some of the areas. So my parties are always a closed group. All right. Any other questions? My eyes. Okay, so before I leave, my eyes. This is one of my favorites. So I have angelic in the corner, gorgeous in the middle, confident on the end, and daring is what is going into my crease with giddy and fresh concealer on top. It's a lot. It's a lot of colors, but it's one of my favorites. It's a more complicated one, so I don't suggest it for beginners, but yeah, it's my favorite. You can see. It's my favorite. Out of stock items. You know, I'm going to tell you exactly what your leaders are telling you. The product is so fabulous. We went viral. We had a 6-month supply that sold in 6 weeks. It's so great. You want to get your name on the list. I will contact you as soon as it's available. You know, that's, there's just not, you know, I wasn't here for the time when the mascara went on back order, but, you know, can you imagine you're doing these Sherry Brown mascara parties and you have no mascara? Everybody made it through. Okay, and we will all look back on this time and we will tell the people that join a year from now, oh, you don't even know. We didn't have any foundation to sell, okay? I promise. So don't worry about it. Keep going, keep your head up, keep looking forward. It's all gonna be okay. My lips is my favorite, Primal. I love Primal. It is my favorite with a little lethal on top. So, okay, I am gonna get going because I feel like I'm starting to ramble. But thanks, I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry about the phone call in the middle. I'm sorry if some of you got kicked off. And yeah, so hopefully this will help you and help your teams. Just remember that your party is an experience. Stop presenting it as a party because that creates anxiety in people. It's an experience. It's something that they get to be a part of and they get to anonymously engage and learn and experience and be entertained. So part 4 will be next week. What is part 4 going to be about? It's a great question. I wrote it down. Does anyone remember? What did I do with that? Part 4, I believe part 4 is follow-up and how I do my follow-up. So, and that'll be a good one. You'll want to watch that. So, all right. Have a great day, ladies. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.